Industries, and I'm back again with another quick video. Yo. So, uh, Joe Biden. Why did we? Well, not me. Why did we have Joe Biden elected as our president? Joe Biden is barely a millionaire. I say that with quotations, millionaire. Kanye is a billionaire. Now, before you get up in arms about me saying Kanye, let's look at what Joe Biden doing right now. He wants inflation. So if you know what I'm saying, you work hard. Let's say you work hard to make ends meet. You work real hard to make ends meet. He wants to bring up inflation. He likes inflation. He feels like that's an asset to him. He has no respect for his Americans, his fellow American. He curses them out, calls them sons of bitches. He's talking about giving out crack pipes. $30 million into giving out crack pipes to make sure people got clean crack pipes. So when people say, oh, the government doesn't support drugs, and the government is the biggest drug dealers in America. Always have been, always will be. You think when they were moving all of those, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, putting that work in, you don't think the government knew? They was watching the whole time. It's in movies and everything. They was watching the whole time. They knew what was going on. Until they got to a certain amount of money, and they got enough stuff that they wanted, then they start getting the big dog. Then they start taking everything down. Where do you think all of that stuff goes? Okay? There's a lot of corruption in this world that we live in. So, with Joe Biden doing that, I feel like that's a slap in the face to the black community, because it's kind of like, all right, I feel like he still think like everybody, well, people are on drugs, but damn, bro. Like, is that the only thing that you feel like you could do? You could have canceled out that student loan debt that you were saying you was going to do. You could have gave out some more stimulus checks. I guess a lot of things you could have done with that 30 million. And then you got people that you connected with that you want to act like you wasn't connected with, but you did use their campaigns. And a lot of people that was connected with the organization BLM was connected with you, Joe Biden. So I really want to know what you're doing for our community, and I really want to know to the black community, do y'all not want Kanye as y'all president? Do y'all not like Kanye as a person? Do y'all think Kanye would disrespect a fellow American like that if he was made president? He'd probably have the utmost respect. He'd probably be the most patriotic one out of everybody. Because y'all put him in position to be a leader of the free world. And I know y'all might look at it like, Kanye can't do this. But Donald Trump was a public figure. Ronald Reagan was a public figure. We didn't have presidents that were mainly public figures. We can't act like that. That's the whole point of being a president. I would want my president to have been a public figure and dealt with the media before. You understand? So it's not a shot at anybody. If you voted for this man, you voted for him. But I'm just coming out to say, like, I'm you know what I'm saying, pulling the curtain down. Like, look at this guy. Like, he don't give a fuck about us. Two, he's supporting the drugs. He's supporting addiction. He's not trying to stop it. He's trying to support it. I know people could say like, oh, it's hard and stuff like that. I know it's hard, but we got to give that up to God. We can't just idolize something because it's free and we could go do it. Because that's being selfish. Like, bro, if you want to do drugs and stuff like that, you know it's not clean. You know it's not going to, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to give you a good ending. It's going to give you a short happy and a short dopamine. Short. It's not going to be everlasting. So you got to think to yourself like, damn, do I really want to go do this? But they don't think. They go ahead and do it anyway. So it wouldn't matter if Joe Biden was to put out 30 million for crack pipes or not. They was going to get high anyway. So why just throw 30 million down the drain like that? That's why my people always told me, my grandparents and stuff always told me, when you see somebody on the street, don't give them money, you give them food. Because if you're really out on the streets and stuff, you want a McDonald's cheeseburger. You want something to eat out the store. because you can't put that stuff up like that, and a lot of people don't get it because they try to get drugs. So he is supporting the drug movement, and then he want to make everything that's, you know what I'm saying, that people take for granted, toilet paper, gas, and all of this other stuff that we need and we use every day. He want to inflate those prices. He want to raise those prices. So why do y'all want this man as president? Can we do independent? Can we get Kanye as president? Can we be independent for the first time ever and not be connected to a party that never cared about us, that's been tricking us since the 1800s? I'm not going to drop all that history on y'all in this short video, but y'all go look it up yourself. Democratic was not for black people. It don't matter if it's a Democrat, Republican. We need independence. We need our own independence. Shoot, we might have a different party by the time Kanye done being president. You never know. Stop this woe is us mentality. Marching out in the street. Oh, we matter. It's like a cry. It's like a baby crying. Don't nobody get your ass over here. What y'all want to do? That's why I didn't participate in that junk, because I knew, I was like, man, this is some, like, you could see, bro, if you went to a Black Lives Matter marching or something like that, that is okay. But you could see that year, like, all right, we got some secret agents. Like, when I was driving by, I'm seeing the people, I'm like, bro, some of these people I never even seen out in the streets before. Like, these people is just like some motherfucking crisis actors popping out the cut for a picture, popping out the cut for Instagram, popping out the cut for whatever. Those are crisis actor ass people. A video, anything, a speech. Those are crisis actor ass people. They not really for the cause. They not gonna do a charity for the kids. They not gonna do it. And if they do it, I applaud them. If you was really out there and you know what I'm saying, you a black person, and you really want to see change in the community, it's okay. We got bamboozled. We all got bamboozled, even me. It was one point I thought Black Lives Matter was a good movement until I start seeing, you know what I'm saying, okay, these people not really trying to get on time, and they just trying to do that Martin Luther King, put a Band-Aid over it. So, and they taking money, like they $60 million. Well, how did $60 million get squandered? Y'all should know where $60 million at. Come on. Y'all should know where $60 million at. That $60 million should be going put up for black people for reparations. They don't even talk about that shit. Like, once I seen that too, like, oh, these people not even talking about reparations or nothing. Like, if we really sit down and go through our reparations and look at everything that black people made, like I just found out the other day, a black person made the spatula. I never knew that. I never learned that in school. Like, a black person made a spatula. Like, come on, man. Like, we gotta get it together, bro. We gotta get it together right now. And it's not nothing to a white person either. Because if you was a white person and you really did care about black people and getting reparations like the Jews did, then you'll sit back and you'll be like, you know what, that was fucked up. That was fucked up that these people got, forget enslaved, they got manipulated, they got raped, they got burned to death, they got hung from trees, they was made to do medical situations and examinations on their body that they didn't want. They were given diseases. They were like literally given diseases, injected with diseases. They were breeded. Like, how are you breeding people, bro? Like, they animals. But people don't care about that. Then they be walking outside, they be like, Black Lives Matter. Because it's like, it feel good to say some junk like that. I feel like people feel like that junk cool. At the same time, like, these people just taking money and taking the money that they get from your shirt, and then they go buying something that got nothing to do with black people. It got to do with an Italian person. It got to do with basically what I'm saying is a European person. Back to the motherland. That's why they call that the motherland. England and all of that. They call it United Kingdom. That's their kingdom. They don't call Africa United Kingdom. They don't call Asia United Kingdom. They don't call Australia United Kingdom. All these places, but then they call that shit United Kingdom, and it's been called that way before our shit was called America. So we gotta think about that. But, you know, I ain't trying to get too deep into that shit. All I'm saying is we got to look at the leaders we got right now and just say, you know what I'm saying, we rebuke that shit. We want real independence in our community and for our people. So peace and blessings, y'all.